Daddy Ball has these parents and athletes out here upset. Leave a comment below and tell me if this hasn't happened to you or your child in the past. Many of you parents have experienced the notorious Daddy Ball situation with the current team that your child is playing or a previous team that they once was associated with. Guys, understand, this doesn't always last. As they get older, things will change, especially when they get to high school. You can either take the route that most of these coaches are taking with their athletes themselves, which is A, become a coach yourself, B, start your own team. When your child is playing park ball, get them familiar with as many positions as they possibly can learn. And I'm going to tell you why. Because once they leave park ball, understand this. They're going to, the position that they're currently playing, they may not play that position once they get to middle school or high school. You got to understand, you want to make sure that your athlete's IQ is as high as it can possibly be at any position out there on the field. Continue to teach your child what they need to know. Continue to teach them different positions. The biggest thing right now is for these athletes to get trainers. So basically, as I tell high school student athletes, you have to do a true assessment of your athlete on a youth level. Because guess what, guys? Things change. The kid on the team, the kid that may be on your team right now may be the fastest kid on the team. Guess what? As time moves on, as I've said before, everybody else catches up. The competition catches up to that child. So teaching your athlete as much as possible to keep their IQ high is a win-win for you, especially in the future. Your son or daughter may not know that at the current time. Emphasize it. Emphasize to them that this is a nugget for them to propel them past those individuals that they're playing with and against, especially when they're competing for positions. Like I said, the biggest thing you want to do is keep your athlete encouraged. Many of them lose confidence in themselves because they're not playing a position that they've become so accustomed to playing all the time. So don't get me wrong. As I've said before, many of you, I know you're going to be hell-bent on, no, my child is a running back, my child is a quarterback, my child is a receiver, my child is going to play that position. Do yourself a favor. When you take your child to other programs, or better yet, when you take your child to the initial program at whatever age they start, make sure you interview the program. Interview who's coaching your kids. You have to. You got to understand that, because so many of you fall in love with the park or fall in love with the organization and not understand that that organization and that park doesn't owe you or your child anything. And you guys are the one that's left leaving with a bad taste in your mouth. Case in point, when he gets to high school, trust me, when he gets to middle school and on to high school, their positions have probably changed. My position changed. Hey, I wanted to be a quarterback when I was playing Little League football. And guess what? I ended up being a lineman. I played lineman all the way through to high school, and I played a little bit of linebacker. My second option for a position that I wanted to play. But that quarterback, I just knew I was the man because I could throw the ball all over the daggone street when we was out there playing street ball. Yeah, times change once you get out there on that field, and you know they want you to do the necessary things that they require from you to play that position. I'm not saying that I wasn't able to. I'm just saying that coach had somebody else that he wanted to put there in that position. Matter of fact, he had 3 somebody else's that he wanted to put there in that position. 2 of them was his sons, and 1 of them was my cousin. So in order for me to get on the field, I did what I needed to do to make sure I was able to go out there and play and have a good time. But guys, as I state to you, many of you have bounced around from park to park because your child is not getting the shine that everybody son or daughter should get playing whatever sport it is that they play. Understand one thing. When it's time for them to go to middle school, you have more control over that situation because now you can dictate, now you can dictate on where you want that child to go based upon where they have to go. Because in many instances, you might have to pay for your son or daughter to go to a particular school, depending upon what area you are in around the country. Also, another thing, when you go to high school, bouncing around from high school to high school, that's not a good look either. Because when it comes down to coaches wanting to recruit your son or daughter, they're going to look at their transcripts. And when they see multiple schools on their transcript, guess what? It's going to show they have no dedication to being where it is that they are, and there's some baggage that comes along with them. So it scares them off. These coaches out here, they're not teaching the game like they once did. Everybody wants to win now and at any cost. And they're not really teaching the sport. So do yourself a favor and keep your son or daughter from getting caught up in that trap. I get it. Everybody wants their child to be that one that's holding the beacon light to say, hey, they were the reason why the championship was won. If they didn't do X, Y, and Z, we wouldn't have won. Guys, it's a team sport. Whatever team it is you're playing is a team sport. I'm just trying to help you out so that you guys can get past the daddy ball issues, because they're going to be there. And they also happen in high school as well. So I'm just giving you free game. I'm giving you free game. Trust me, it doesn't stop. The daddy ball in high school is known as politics. And you have politics in youth sports as well. So get yourself ready for the ride. As T.O. like to say, get your popcorn ready. Because either, and make sure you do the things necessary to prevent this from happening to your athlete as much as possible, or you can fall for the trap like many have done in the past, and they're going to complain about the coach, the daddy coach, I call him, daddy ball coach. Yeah, the daddy ball. I call it daddy coach. But guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on social media. The links are listed below. Guys, leave me a comment. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about the content. Be that one and lead.